Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today is a very special day. We are going to be talking about titles and title documents. So I'll just be treating part one, which focuses on titles. Now you can't learn about title documents. You can't learn what title means. So we'll take it part one and part two. So today I ask you, what is a title? Now, the simple way of defining title is title means status. What is the title of this land? What is the status of this land? Title document simply means a proof or an evidence of that title, an evidence of that status. So now we have three types of titles in Nigeria. We have customary, equitable, and legal. That's what we are used to. Now, what is customary title? Customary title simply means traditional or traditional title. This is like, I'll call it the raw form of title. This is where you see inheritance from one family to another. This is where you see deforestation. A father or a great grandfather or an ancestor came somewhere, there was forest. He deforested the area and then decided to settle there, and it becomes their land. That is traditional title. Now, this is actually recognized by the government if the family or the indigenous ownership has been there for a long time. It automatically becomes their what? Their traditional title on that land. But this is not legally recognized. It's not. That is the first form of ownership that we have always known. In places like the southeast, this is still very much prominent. You can go to a community to buy land. You have to go to the community and they will tell you, oh, this is owned by Anike land. This is Anike land. And you will not come to Anike people and be asking them, let me see your documents on this land. No, it's their land by virtue of inheritance. So what would they do is now that if you're going to buy from them, they give you a piece of that land. Now you are the one that now have to do the modern day stuff. That's where we now come to the second type of title, which is equitable title. Now, equitable title simply means you have paid for this land or you have the right to this property, but it has not been legally recognized. A lot of people that buy from communities or buy from traditional owners like this end up having that land on equitable title. Simply means this land is their own, but they have not yet surveyed the land. They have not yet applied for anything. No CFO. They have not called a lawyer to prepare a deed on the land, but they know it's their land because they have collected it from either a family member or they have paid a certain amount of money for that piece of land. Now that is equitable title. It is fair to say that this property or this land belongs to Mr. A, even though Mr. A don't have a perfect document backing that land up, but it's still fair. So now, if Mr. A now from this equitable title decides to go modern, decides to do the right thing and legalizes his ownership by surveying the land and applying for a CFO or even preparing a deed on this property, that is where we now have what? Legal title. Legal title simply means the recognized title, the one that the government recognizes much and the one that can go to the law courts and win cases. Now, this is where a person have either a deed on that particular land or governor's consent or a CFO or even a survey plan. So that is legal title. Survey plan on its own is not a title, but it is backing up any title that you have on that property, because survey is the first thing you must do on a property before you think about having a title document on that property. Okay, so these are the three types of titles when it comes to Nigeria. Even here in Lagos, everything is still based on this omonile, inherited people or people that own it after them, and then the legal people. But we are going to break it down more on the part two, where I get to talk about the real title documents that we have: the CFO, the governor's consent, the governor's allocation. I'm sure you must have been hearing this a lot. Deed of assignment. Deed of conveyance is not really popular in Lagos, but it's popular in other areas. Then you're going to also see the list of false title documents. I'll call them false because they are not really title documents, but some people call them title documents, and some areas in Nigeria recognizes it as title document, but not in a higher level. We're talking about things like power of attorney. In places like Enugu, if you have a power of attorney on a property, it can be considered yours But power of attorney is not a title document. It's not a title document. So we're going to talk about that in our part 2. But what I need you to do right now is to subscribe to this channel, give this video a thumbs up, and share with your friends. This knowledge that I share on this channel is good not just for an investor, but for realtors, for Nigerians in diaspora that wants to buy or they're already investing in this country and don't want to be deceived by realtors or be deceived by people that don't really know what they are doing. Learning this, even though you're not going to use it, is good, because when these documents are presented to you, then you know what you're answering back. You know whether to say yes or whether to say no. These are very important. You know what to do. Call the number on the screen, or you can chat me up on WhatsApp on the first number you're seeing there. And until then, see you next time.